Like this video and subscribe to our channel, as it's been statistically proven that our viewers have been inspired to make more money after watching our videos. So why take a chance? When it comes to money, there's nothing quite like money that you earn through hard work with your blood, sweat, and tears. And maybe hope that one day you'll be able to have earned and saved enough that you and your family's future generations have been secured. Or you could just be born stinking rich and come from money older than your great-grandparents. We will be talking about families that are incredibly, filthy, stinking rich and how they are set for generations to come. Make sure to keep watching our video, for as shocking as number 3 will be, you're going to be surprised on what number 1 is going to be. You ready? Here are the 5 richest families in the world. Starting off our list at number 5, we have the Ambani family. They are behind the Indian industrial conglomerate Reliance Industries. The company was founded by Dhirubhai Ambani and was later passed on to his son, Mukesh Ambani, the company's current CEO. Mukesh Ambani and his family are the richest Indians in the world, with a total net worth of over $81.3 billion. That's more than some countries make in a decade. Reliance Industries owns the world's largest oil refining complex. When it comes to oil, they can be relied on, pun intended. With so much money in the bank, we can expect this family to afford a wide variety of luxurious things. One of those things is the famous Untitled, one of the most expensive private residences in the world. With over $8 billion in the bank, the Untitled is mere pocket change to these Indian powerhouses. Mukesh Ambani's children have also joined the family business. Akash, Isha, and Anand have taken a more active role in the company the past couple of years. With a strong sense of family and leading the world's largest oil refinement, don't expect the Ambanis to move out of any top richest list. They remain the richest Indian and Asian family in the world. Next on our list at number 4 is UAE royalty. The Al Saud family has made their presence felt in the UAE for the last 88 years. The world just recovered from World War I, and they were already a well-known family then. The Saudi royal family can be traced back all the way to 1744, when Mohammed bin Saud founded the Emirate of Diriyah. In 1932, Saudi Arabia was established as the country we know today. The Saudi royal family is the perfect example of the term old money. They have gained their wealth throughout generations and centuries, and they have an obscene net worth of $95 billion. We can credit their wealth due to the payments from the king's executive office, called the Royal Diwan. The Saudi royal family is responsible to turning the UAE to what it is today. It was once a desert, and now is one of the most popular commercial capitals in the world. Their ties to Saudi Aramco are well documented. Having a good business relationship with the world's most profitable oil company is never a bad thing to have. Not to mention that the House of Saud have over 15,000 extended members. The extended members alone have a total population that's more than some towns in the US. And due to their members, they have countless connections and business opportunities, which all add up to the family's fortune. They define what it means to be royalty. And at number 3, we have a family most of you should be familiar with, the Koch family. If there's anything that we should know with oil, it's that if you have oil, money will surely follow soon. David and Charles Koch inherited what would eventually be Koch Industries in 1967 when their father, Fred C. Koch, passed away. Fred C. Koch was an American chemical engineer and entrepreneur who founded the company that would eventually become Koch Industries. After a lengthy family dispute, Charles and David Koch gained majority control of the company, after brothers Frederick and William decided to part ways. Koch Industries was one of the first companies to take a risk on the shale oil boom. They have spent hundreds of millions of dollars on pipelines from Texas to Corpus Christi. Their interests went well beyond oil, as the brothers, particularly Charles, would have an active political presence in the conservative sector of American politics. He would donate funds from financing candidates, funding university professorships, lobbying for policy positions that would benefit Koch Industries. The Koch family donated over $100 million in political contributions back in 2010 and has donated more since then. In 2015, they pledged to commit over $900 million in donations to the Republican Party in preparations for the 2016 elections. Donald Trump was the party representative and won by a good margin in 2016. Without Koch's political affiliations, who knows how things might have turned out. In 2019, David Koch passed away, leaving Charles to be the CEO of Koch Industries. The Koch family has a total net worth of $109.7 billion, and the company makes over $115 billion annually. Charles' personal wealth is an estimated $38.3 billion. He has enough money to fully finance over 1,000 people's education, and then some. No, we're not talking about the planet, but rather the family behind what is arguably the Coca-Cola of candy bars, or at least used to be. Mars Incorporated was founded by Frank Mars, who learned how to hand-dip chocolates as a young boy, and is carried on today by his grandchildren, Jacqueline and John Mars. Mars Inc. is famous for some of the world's best candy. They make Snickers, Mars, obviously, M&M's, Twix, Milky Way, and a whole wide variety of snacks and treats. Even if Mars is the brand name and the Mars bar is the flagship product, they are more popularly known for making M&M's, the Tic Tac of chocolates. The Mars family is the second richest family in the world, but they didn't just make their money from candy. In 2017, a bold move saw the family and their company looking to expand their business ventures beyond candy. They purchased VAC, a pet care company, for $9.1 billion, a move that has been applauded for as it has brought them more business, meaning more income for their family. The Mars family has an overall estimated net worth of $120 billion. Some families can't even sniff millions, yet alone billions. The Mars family have 120 of those billions. They are only outdone by one other family. And topping off our list, at number 1, we have the Walton family. Unless you were living under a rock, you should know that the Walton family is responsible for the biggest retail chain in the world, known as Walmart. Walmart was founded by Sam Walton back in 1962, when JFK was still president, and today they are the largest company in the world in terms of revenue. Not Apple, not Amazon, not even Tesla, but Walmart is the most profitable company in the world. Bringing in $524 billion annually can almost be sickening to some, but not the Waltons. The concept of Sam Walton was simple, but proved to be effective. His goal was to sell products at low prices, but to get high-volume sales in the process despite the lower profit margin, which seemed to be beneficial to the consumer. Using those founding principles, Walmart's first store was opened in 1962, and the rest, as they say, is history. A concept that people didn't seem to buy or understand early on led to the Waltons being the richest family in not only America, but the whole world. The most popular living members are Jim, Rob, and Alice Walton. All three have consistently been a part of Forbes 400 lists since 2001, with the extended family reaching broader lists of other publications. You would think that the richest family in the world would spend their dollars on more extravagant things, especially to the public eye. But that's not exactly the case for the Walmart owners. They're very modest when it comes to their way of living, even if they are filthy, stinkin' rich. They have instead spent their hard-earned money on noble things and passion items. The Walton Family Foundation is the family's nonprofit and have made some considerable charitable contributions. In 2017, they donated over $530 million in charity. Sam Walton does have a taste for luxury vehicles, as he once owned a Daytona coupe that was worth over $15 million at one time, before it got wrecked in an accident. While Alice has never had an active role in the business, but works as a patron of the arts, she owns the Crystal Bridges Museum that hosts over $500 million worth of her personal art collection and is open to visitors and tourists. She made history as she spent $44.4 million on a Georgia O'Keeffe painting and is the biggest amount a woman's art has ever been sold for. The family as a whole has a net worth of $215 billion, more than Al Saud and the Embody families combined. Which family did you enjoy learning about the most? Drop a comment below letting us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to get updated with our latest content. Thanks for making the great choice of watching our video, and remember, you always have a choice. Choose luxury anytime.